I went to CBA, overseas, broke both of my feet. Got cut by 16 NBA teams before I got in the NBA.
Because college football is brutal.
Man, that's a different level, man. Everybody play high school, but that college shit and the NFL shit, 99.9 of the niggas that played in the NBA cannot take that, bro.
Give me a bunch of NBA players. Let me put them niggas through 1 week of training camp. I guarantee you they leave.
They throw the ball to Ben. I'm not really playing no defense. Let them go and score the 11 o'clock. We finna get out of here. Ron comes from out of nowhere. Boom! Tight roll. For real.
That was Ron Artest, not Metal World Peace.
And when he did that, Ben came back and pushed his head off. And one thing led to another, bro. We got the pushing. The fans start throwing beers. Ron lays on the table because that's what his therapist told him at the time.
I didn't say count that. This nigga
he put the headphones on. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
What's up, y'all, and welcome to the greatest podcast ever, Above the Rim, with Dwight Howard, the new... Anyway, welcome to the greatest podcast ever, where we hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil, and we don't think no evil. Man, we got a crazy, crazy episode for y'all today. Man, we got some big winners in the building today, man. We got some big winners in the building. But before we get started, I want y'all to hit that like button, subscribe. Let me know who you want on the show next. And before I introduce the two guests that we got today, before I got a special gift for them. I got to give them their flowers.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? They got to get their flowers, man. We got to give people their flowers or they can see them. Don't wait till it's too late. Show people that you love them while you alive. So I got a little gift for the two new guests. Hold up. Let me go find it. Move, talk to the people. Hey, while I'm getting this present for them, I'm wanting to tell y'all that there's a reason why I'm finally being able to get inducted into the Hall of Fame. Just like there's a reason Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm, with over $25 billion recovered for over 500,000 clients. Morgan & Morgan has proven with their track record of fighting for you to get full and fair compensation. Now, for over 35 years, Morgan & Morgan has been fighting for people just like you and I. They have over 100 offices and more than 1,000 lawyers nationwide. If you are injured by the negligence of another, you deserve to be paid. All law firms are not the same. If you ever injured, you can check out Morgan & Morgan. Their fee is free unless they win. For more information, go to forthepeople.com/above the rim or dial #law #529 from your cell phone. This is a paid advertisement.
What's this nigga got, man?
Oh shit! Nah, you too big. You too big, man.
Yeah, I got both of the hands again. That's my time already. Yes, sir, man. We got two special guests in the building. We got Lou Young, Stak. Jack, give it up for Stak, Jack, and Lou Young, baby.
What's up,
Yeah, man. Before we get started, I had to just show y'all a little love, man.
How y'all like the gift?
Hey, it was cool, but before you start, let me return the flowers back. Congratulations on the Hall of Fame, well deserved. Should have been happened. Salute to that, because as a basketball player and a relationship we have, that shit is big to us. You know what I'm saying? That's like, to me, Tony Allen getting his jersey retired. Like, to people like that I never see it, that's a lot. So salute to you, my dog.
Man, thank you, man.
Hall of Fame.
Get that nigga a statue, man.
Yeah. Straight up.
Straight up.
Straight up.
We were actually going to talk about that a little later.
Give him a statue.
But
That's
yeah, I appreciate you when you said
Done
that. When I
deal.
saw it online, that really, I was like, dang, man, I'm actually alive to see all this stuff happening.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, you know, as we know, most times you tell people how you feel about them and their accomplishments when they can't hear them no more, when they sit laying in front of you. So just to have that, you know, experience, you know, is so humbling, and it's an honor to have my peers and, you know, the people that I looked up to, Stak, you know what I'm saying, looked up to you, and to, you know, have watched all your crazy videos online and the imitations and all that stuff. And then now for you, you know, to come out and, you know, publicly say these things, you know, when, you know, just a couple months ago, people were saying so much crazy stuff, you know, just to come back and hear all this stuff. It's like, damn, this is awesome, you know, because I worked so hard and I've been so diligent in my efforts to get to where I've gotten to. And for it to seem like, you ain't top 75, you ain't do nothing. But then just to get that call that solidified all the hard work, it mean everything.
I gotta give y'all flowers too, man. Cause with my content and stuff, you know, when it comes to professional sport careers, I don't have a resume to measure up to you guys. I have a lot of teams on my list. But
me too.
With my content and, you know what I'm saying, what I went from to transition from NFL to like doing this, because a lot of times dudes be like, what we doing next? But it helps when you got guys that you watch or fans of comment, repost, reshare, or you know, like that keeps a dude like me going, and it's like, damn, man, I remember being at the TV at the Fatback when you had the twist with the Pacers. Like, I'm like, Mom, they swinging. You know what I'm saying? So like stuff like that. Then even you, like, I remember you coming out of high school, like 04, 05, like these are prime years. I'm tall T. I'm next tail chirp. I'm really, you know what I'm
Next
saying?
tail chirp.
You know
You don't know about the next tail chirp.
I'm really snapping, man. You know what I'm saying? So like,
That was the snap era.
like, man, so this is an honor. You know what I mean?
Man, that's crazy, man. It's so crazy how everything is just like coming back around for all of us, man. Like this full circle, and this. I'm just happy that we allowed to see it, man. I'm real, you know, happy to be, you know, in the presence of, you know, two guys that I look up to, and not the industry that is known for. You know, obviously with basketball, Stak is somebody that I've looked up to in basketball. I'm like, man, we've always wanted to play together. But just life after the thing that we have started our whole life for, just to see what y'all have done after you're giving me hope. Because I'm like, dang, what do I do? I'm 39 years old, man. I done seem like I done did everything in life. What is there? You know, so now I'm looking at, you know, people that are doing an amazing job, and not just a solid job, a real amazing job that's paved ways for so many other people. I'm like, man, this is it's inspiring me. So it's like that. Go ahead.
I wanted to ask Stak, because for Dwight, you know, he talk about how, you know, he was early in the social media with the Periscope and doing stuff, and the NBA stopped him from tweeting. Then he started doing skits and impersonations. They stopped him from that. And he struggled a lot the last 2 years. He like, nah, the NBA keep calling me, you know, whatever. Like, what gave you the courage to just say fuck it and just go out and do what you needed to do?
Well, I think for me, that was always my attitude anyway. That's how I came in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, with that same attitude, like, we all have, a lot of us, and this is a lot of people don't understand this though, we all have the attitude and the mind frame of wanting to come in and be Michael Jordan, be Kobe Bryant. But that ain't the role for everybody. That's not feasible for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I want to hang out. I want to be in the clubs. I want to do this. You know what I'm saying? I want to let people know I have money. All that negative type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that affected me getting to a lot of all-star games and stuff like that. So with me being in this space, a lot of things just happened that was a blessing. It was just God. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what I was going to do. You know what I'm saying? Rachel Nichols had a show she was starting on ESPN called The Jump. She called me to be one of her first co-hosts. I was at home chilling. I had no idea. I parlayed that to working with, I was one of the first people to work Fox and ESPN at the same time. And me and Matt was both doing that, but we was making their shows hot. Around the time, Matt was like, Jack, you want to do a podcast? I'm like, what's that?
I remember you was scheduling lives. You'll be like, yo, we going on IG Live.
I was doing lives, you know what I'm saying? I was just talking my real shit on lives, giving game. I'm like, he said, you want to do a podcast? I'm like, cool. Whatever it is, I'm down with it. You know me, I'm down. You know what I'm saying? If it's down, I'm just down. And all that shit happened where we got to Showtime, you know, the pod, and we end up, a lot of people don't get a chance to start on a major network like that. So that was a blessing. We got to Showtime. We started with Showtime. And then Paramount ended up buying Showtime, where they ended up giving us, we own Showtime Boxing now, which is All the Smoke Fight. You know what I'm saying? And we started our own production company, All the Smoke Productions. We parlayed that from them, but they ended up giving us everything. So like, that ain't too much work, you know. So that's a lot of God just putting stuff in our way, you know what I'm saying? And we just did right with the show. We kept it us. We didn't go outside of who we, you know what I'm saying? We ain't doing no corny shit to be relevant on the show. We staying solid, you know what I'm saying? And we trying to keep this shit solid. So we stayed in our lane. It's a lane for everybody, you know what I'm saying? You guys, that's why if you look at my social media, I show love to so many podcasts, bro, that shows that I don't even know niggas, because it's enough for all of us out here. You know what I'm saying? And we got to continue to preach that, because they want us in competition, and there's no reason for us to be in competition, because we all have different stories to tell.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So to answer your question, the success from all has been just God, and I got a good team around me. You know, Matt is a smart dude, super smart dude. He got a lot of relationships. Then one of our main partner in our company, we took him. He was the VP of Showtime Sports. Now he's a partner in All the Smoke Productions. So a lot of stuff just worked out for us, man.
What was the key to from where y'all started to where y'all at now? Like, if you could give, you know, some of the people that's watching, some of the younger kids, you know, that can't do the sports, or they're not in the sports, but they trying to find another way. What kept y'all going, and how did y'all get to this place?
Well, I would say two things. What kept us going and to the point where we at now, I think is everybody play their role. Like, I said, I just told you, if we got an award show or something like that, I'm cool with Matt going. I don't want to be on red carpets. You know what I'm saying? Play your role. You know what I'm saying? That's what Matt's used to. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, everybody don't have to be a star. Be a star in your role. So I think for us is that everybody play their role to a T. You know what I'm saying? I don't jump on conversations dealing with our company when I know I'm super emotional. And I might fuck some shit up, because I know I am the emotional one. You know what I'm saying? So I don't need to be on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Let Magnum handle that, and him and Brian handle that well. But the flip side, I would say to people, just be you. I think that's what people don't understand, bro. You don't have to copy somebody else and try to be like them to be like. Perfect example: the dude with the mouth tape and putting his face in the water. He been killing, but not everybody trying to do that.
But that is him.
But that's not gonna work for you.
That is him.
You know, he's been authentically him.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And you can speak on that though.
Like, I mean, I didn't even know that bro played football until I think Sports Center posted him and showed his journey.
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't know. This might be God or deja vu. I don't know. He might have went to Alcorn. But I don't know. It's some purple team or something. And then I think he might have barely played there. Then they said he might have like a total of like 10, 15 carries in 4 years. Now, if you know football numbers, 15 carries in 4 years,
not a lot.
Is less than a carry
a game.
There. You know what I mean? Like probably, if I do the math right.
Worse than that probably.
Yeah. So it's like he took that and quit his job as a trainer. And now he doing this content stuff. It's just showing, he basically was like, you could tell he basically was like, okay, you know, this angle or this football shit, maybe my dreams going to the league is over with. Yeah. And he woke up, he smelled the coffee, and he like, hey, shit, I can get on the social media. Everybody else doing it. And now he got his own wave. Like, even with myself, like, you know, everybody wants to have a Hall of Fame football career. I wanted to get drafted. Didn't happen. Went undrafted. Look, I mean, I sat down on the floor with me and my dad watching that shit. 7 rounds, 250-something picks. That shit hurt. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You get a call every once in a while. They like, hey, we might take you. They pick somebody else. Like, so, you know, I think from that, I just use my pain from, like, the football, personal, and I was like, you know what? I could channel this shit some type of way.
Yeah.
Because I was the dude in college that used to get in trouble for social media. I used to cuss fans out. Yeah. Speak my mind too much. This, that, and the third, putting the wrong stuff out. Then, you know, once I understood that you can really channel that social media and have your own lane, I just I do the same shit I'm doing in the locker room on camera. You know what I mean? Like, I used to be chilling in the locker room because I wasn't trying to get cut again. So, you know what I'm saying?
Now you can just turn up.
Now I can do me.
Yeah.
That's why I always tell people, once I took that helmet off, I really, like, understood who I was.
Authentic, being your authentic self.
I got honest with myself, and I was like, all right, this is year 5. You on your 6th, 7th team damn near. You got a daughter. You got court fees and shit. Like, just be real. Baby mama drama at the time. I gotta make something happen. You know what I'm saying? I called my homeboys, called 3 of my homeboys. Troy, Garrett, and EJ. I said, look, bro, I think I'm gonna just start doing that. Whatever I be doing, you know, at the crib, I'm gonna just do it on social media. They like, shit, you always wanted to be on TV anyways. Let's do it. And then from there, it's just the consistency. You know, like and I'm glad, like my first video or what have you, or skit or whatever, I'm glad that didn't go viral like the first one. Because then you build your resume up. Because say a nigga you go viral off your first video, podcast clip, or what have you, right? All right. Then everybody like, what else he got?
Yeah.
What else she got?
Yeah.
But if you building a resume, it's like, oh shit, let's go down the list. Oh damn, this shit was funny as hell. Somebody might be laughing at something from 2 years ago.
I still, what's the one when you was doing this singing for the old school dude?
Dennis Edwards.
Oh my God!
Dennis Edwards. And then,
God,
I did that right before. Shout out
my
my sister B. Lynch.
Yeah, she killed it.
She killed it. I did that right before we went to the Tank fight, the Tank versus Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
And then he was there, and I'm in the little room. I'm cutting up. I got a wig on. I'm acting like a Mexican fighter.
Bro, tripping.
And I'm in there, and I'm like, Inti. And I hear Stak say, Lou. I'm like, gracias. I run over there mid content, cause it's like, man, I've been watching this dude. He know my name. I've been knowing his name.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Then the first he said, man, that shit you just did.
Man, that shit was
video.
hilarious, bro.
So it's just stuff like that. It just make sense. You know what I'm saying? When you walk in it, and you, like you said, you being authentically yourself. Yeah. Walking in your purpose, like I mean, just from afar watching. I mean, I feel like you always had a big personality, even with your talent. Now you just be authentically you.
And it's something that you said that is key. We've been talking about this for a while, is authenticity, but the first thing you said when you took off your helmet.
Hell yeah.
So it's like for everybody, they got to take off that mask. Take off your mask and just be you, like be authentically you. And, you know, getting away from basketball, I spent so much time alone, you know what I'm saying, trying to figure out who I am. You know what I'm saying? That's what, you know, after you play basketball, I was like, okay, who I am outside of this player? Who am I outside of this basketball person? And start, you know, reading about energy and frequencies and stuff like that. And, you know, we always thought that love was the highest vibration. That's what we always been taught. You know, love is the highest vibration. But, you know, from our experiences and from scientific facts, it's authenticity. The more you are authentically your true self, the more things will start attracting to you. Because you're being who you are. You're being your true self. So the things that you feel, the things that you want, everything that you speak out of your mouth tends to happen because you're being who you are.
That's what Stak said before the show. He said being solid.
Being solid. Always being solid. You always win. You might not win in the moment or when you think you're supposed to win, but you always win in the end. And it feel better that way, you know, even with the Hall of Fame. So I'm like, dang, I got left off the top 75. I should still be in the league right now. I can still kill all this stuff. But then getting that call, man, that changed everything. It was like, oh, man, this is it.
But what is really winning, though? Like,
what is winning?
That's what people need to understand. Like, a consistent life with your family, nobody in your family's sick. You know what I'm saying? You ain't losing family members every other year. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody, everybody can afford medicine. Nobody fighting for bills. Like, that's winning. You know what I'm saying? People can correlate winning with what people have.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people who's been winning and who lives I would give my life for, with having all the things I have, to see how happy and comfortable they've been their whole life at an even keel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We go through a lot of ups and downs with people depending on us, trying not to let people down. You know what I'm saying? As a man, especially a protector and provider, you leave the house, and you'll meet somebody and take, I got you, bro. You done took on a role with some, you know what I'm saying? Just
With
telling
your-
niggas,
a stranger,
not
yeah.
even knowing.
Your homeboy who brought another homeboy.
You know what I'm saying? Not even knowing, just leaving the house just because you a solid dude. You know what I'm saying? So like, that weighs on the nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot, bro. Especially with being a man. But to whom much is given, much is required. You know what I'm saying? We do understand that too. You know what I'm saying? But it's
What is supposed to be required?
Well, like, okay, let me ask y'all, cause like
What would you
y'all,
think
you was the number 1 pick.
Yeah.
You draft, like you was
second to last pick.
but took that and flipped it. Then start getting money, right? So at the height of y'all careers getting real money, and I'm talking because I ain't never had real money playing football, but just looking from that and the required, like, was it like is it a pride thing, an ego thing to be like, I'm gonna take care of this, or like you feel like you obligated to take care of everybody?
I think it's survivor's remorse.
Yeah, that's a big
I
part.
think it's we want to help everybody because we want them to get to where we at. And I think that's why we put so much on our shoulders, because we're like, man, we done made it. We want you to make it too, man. This is how you can do it, you know what I'm saying? But then we draining so much energy, we putting so much on our back for no reason. You know what I'm saying? I feel like from now looking back on it, every time I get on the plane, I hear the pilot say, put your mask on before helping other people. It's like you gotta take that approach. You gotta make sure you good first, because if you not good, you can't do nothing with nobody else. You know, we did this thing about filling your cup the other day. If your cup ain't full and you trying to fill everybody else's cup, because you want to fill people's cup. You want to show love to everybody. But if your cup ain't full first, how can you give the proper love to everybody else? So you got to keep filling your cup. Where's your source coming from first? You know what I'm saying? And who's pouring into you as much as you pouring into everybody else? Because we all know we want to pour so much into everybody. That's what being solid is. You want to pour so much into everybody. But who is pouring into you? Who is being that rock for you? So that's always been a struggle for me.
I think for me, at the height, I just had to learn that God would take your blessing if you blessing people with your blessing that He didn't intend to bless. So I'm gonna give you an example of me going back home, finding niggas that was in trouble their whole life and trying to help them and start record labels and doing all kinds of stuff like that I had no reason doing. You know what I'm saying? If God wanted to bless these people, He would have blessed them before me. Oh, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And like a lot of things, I've seen a lot of things was taken from me because I'm trying to bless people that He didn't intend to bless. I should have been blessing more of my family. You know what I'm saying? People that really helped me coming up. You know what I'm saying? I want to help niggas just because I grew up when I went with some street shit with them. You know what I'm saying? But I really owed it to other people. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
big. And the people
that's
they
what
get
I
upset
learned.
about that too.
Yeah.
The people that felt like you could have done more for them, and you doing way more for people that ain't been there, don't have no ties to you. Yeah. And looking back on it, you totally understand it. But again, like you said, you want to be solid with everybody. You want to take everybody with you, and everybody can't go. That's the hardest part for us.
Can't go.
We understand everybody can't go.
I think I'm realizing, I guess I'm like a late bloomer, right? Because like, you know, come up high school and everything, I got early success. I'm ranked, I got offers, I got everything I want, right? Then I get humbled coming out of college, going to the league. It's like, oh damn, now I got to really like, I'm going from practice squad to the league to up and down the roster, up all around, right? Then I get out and then I got to start from ground zero again with this entertainment, social media stuff. I'm a rookie again. And mind you, I done probably been in rooms that some of these dudes on this social media wish they could be in.
Right.
But I ain't really got much to show for it because I didn't take advantage of my opportunity in those rooms. So I'm like, okay, I learned all this, cool. So this next life, I got to use those lessons, right? So now I'm in these rooms, I'm in better rooms now. You know, shit, I didn't get to walk across the stage to shake Roger Goodell's hand. But now that nigga, I get to shake his hand up close. You know what I mean? Crack a joke with him.
That's tough.
You know what I mean? That motherfucker laughing.
Off something you built.
So So it's like that's an honor, but at the same time, it's like you say, like I'm paying attention to the folks around me way better because I had like OGs and vets who was getting it at the time, and they would just be, I might be like, hey bro, I pay for my stuff. Man, Luke, put that shit away, right?
Yeah.
But as a solid dude, I'm like, I know y'all niggas got money.
Yeah.
But I still want to pay my tab, pay my way. And I would see folks with them, and they just be like this.
Freeload.
Just
freeload.
Don't dig in that pocket for nothing.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I take them lessons, and now it's like what I'm doing now, because even with the family or friends, I remember everybody who fell off the bandwagon when shit went left with the football. Now that we picking back up, you know what I mean? That comeback.
Yeah, Mike Jones.
Oh, back then he ain't want me.
Yeah.
Now I'm hot, nigga.
You're all on me.
Like, the number done changed. It ain't 281-330-8004. You know what I'm saying? That shit, you can't hit Lou Young up on the low.
Yeah.
Straight up. Like, and so I'm just walking, but like you say, God just got that arm around me, bro. To where I can really help the right people.
You know, and we get caught up too. I ain't trying to preach too much too, but we get caught up in doing what we want to do instead of what God will have us. You know what I'm saying? He got something paid for. Like with me, I wanted to rap. I want to do all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that shit thought it was working at the time, but it really wasn't. What you know what I'm saying? You always. When you open your heart and your mind and just sit down, you know what I'm saying? You're going to always veer back, especially good niggas. Like all y'all, I consider everybody good niggas, solid niggas. God going to hit you at a point in your life where you're going to sit down. You know what I'm saying? He's going to force you to sit down, bro.
Yeah.
He's going to force you to sit down, and that door going to open, and you're going to see what it is, bro, and that's when you start blossoming.
And like, you said something about people who try to define winning. Like, y'all already won. It's like Dwight always be saying, there's only 5,000 people to make the NBA.
Yep.
Damn, that's
5,000. It's only 5,000 people.
That's crazy.
It's probably only a couple thousand people to make the NFL just for y'all to make it at that point. And you said you was undrafted.
Yeah.
That's a crazy thing. And I looked up your story because I wasn't, in tune in the beginning. You got the second round and then you was cut, right? And then you had to go to the CBA.
I went to CBA, overseas, broke both of my feet. Got cut by 16 NBA teams before I got in the NBA.
So how many years
think
it took
about
you?
what he
2.5 years.
Think about where he was at Oak Hill.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
The player he was at Oak Hill.
And then having
to go through all of that. But he made it all the way out of all of those situations and still made it out on top. Then left the game and changed the game with something that he didn't even know about.
Yeah.
They know nothing about podcasts.
Nothing.
So it should show everyone watching, whatever you got in you is stronger than anything that's outside the universe. God, everything is within you.
I believe in it.
Everyone up on this that you see up here, we have taken that and we have understood that the energy that we have, the mindset that we have, we could do anything.
So what?
You got some living examples.
It wasn't the CBA in China though, right? Was it the CBA in China?
Nah, so CBA is what the NBA D-League is now.
Yeah, it was the D-League.
But it was
You
So
know
they done
Stak,
changed
you
the
know
name.
Stak
Hold on,
55 years old.
But this
you know
this,
he's 55.
bro, this was totally different. It's a 6-passenger van and you driving 12 hours, playing the game the same day and driving back. Like it was the worst of the worst. And they didn't like young guys then. I came straight out of high school. So they didn't like young guys then. So the older coaches really didn't want to play me. So that's how I ended up going overseas. Because I got cut from the CBA because they thought I wasn't mentally strong enough.
What countries you went to?
Venezuela, Dominican Republic, Australia. And I broke my foot. I broke my foot in Australia when I went there first. After the Suns released me, came back a year and a half later, tried out for the Bulls. The day before cuts, I went from the green penny to I got on the starting color. I got the red Bulls. I got the red, so I'm on the starting 5 in practice now in camp. So I done went from trying out to now I'm on the starting 5. So I'm like, I'm finna make a squad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Break my foot the day before I made squad. So I'm like, this is my breaking my other foot. So I'm like, it's over with, bro. I call home, crying and shit to my mama. She's like, so that's, my mama's the real one. So that's what you gonna do? That's what we doing?
We quit.
You crying? That what we doing? The other one healed, didn't it? You gonna heal this one, you gonna get back. Went overseas for a year or two, ended up getting owned by the Suns, and I was in for 14 years straight after that.
14
That's crazy. And you made it with the first team was the Nets.
The first team was the Nets, 2000, 2001.
With
Marbury,
Kenyon
King
Martin?
Martin. Marbury, King Martin.
They was rookies together?
Yeah.
Y'all was rookies?
We made rookie. Let me tell you what's crazy about that. So Kenyon Martin's a rookie. We got Darius Miles, Q Rich. That's all our rookie year. I'm leading all rookies in scoring at All-Star break. Make the rookie team. Leading all rookies in scoring over all them. Come back, first game after All-Star break, Brown Scott don't play me no more the rest of the season.
What?
Talking about and I had beef with him all these years. He was just on the show and I asked him and he told me why. Because Kendall Gill, he had to play the older guys. Up Tops was forcing him to play the older guys.
See, that's the one
Shit
thing.
was so weak, bro. Kenyon was mad too.
See,
dog.
people don't know.
just
People
said,
don't
though.
know. People don't be understanding like what be going on up top. They just see what be happening on the court.
Yeah. We have no control over it.
It's no control. It's no control. Like you can go as hard. Like he just said, he was leading scorer for all the rookies.
And I had the number 1 pick on my team.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I remember that because Kenyon Martin, especially when he came out of Cincinnati, I used to be glued to the TV. So when he got drafted with the Nets, I was like, I'm fucking with the Nets.
Yeah.
Like, I just, as a fan, I was just like, but y'all was getting busy.
It was like 10-7, 10-1. You know what I'm saying?
The New Jersey Nets, not the Brooklyn Nets. New Jersey.
New Jersey.
New Jersey.
New Jersey Nets.
Not Brooklyn.
I had fun playing in New Jersey.
What's that? That's that gray, burgundy, and white.
Yes.
Yeah.
Y'all had the ugliest
Red,
jerseys.
the light blue, and the gray. Yeah.
Y'all had the ugliest jerseys.
Yeah,
in
that
the
was
league.
terrible now. With the little, like the card, the diamond on the card and everything on the side, that shit was terrible.
You played for 2 teams that had trash jerseys.
Charlotte too.
3. You played for all. You got the all trash jersey.
I might be. Who else? Who's third team?
San Antonio.
Nah, Spurs.
Nah, we got some
The
fire. They had some fire
colors,
shit.
the colorways, or are you talking about the jersey itself?
No, we
like-
wore some shit. I got a whole bunch of jerseys you probably ain't never seen that we wore, bro.
I feel like-
Throwbacks,
I
the
feel like-
red, blue.
Now the
Like
one
all
y'all
gray
had that
jerseys.
was
I gotta
fire
pull
that
up
had
them jerseys.
the black, orange or yellow or something with the red, and it was like the old school San Antonio with the.
Yeah.
That was a fire, but
Spurs.
We
I
had
think-
some gray ones with just the spur on it, with the big old
That's
spur
what I'm saying,
on
with
that
that
motherfucker.
motherfucker U coming
Yeah, we
down.
had some hard ones. We had some hard ones,
had
dog.
that shit on.
We had some hard ones.
Like, it's certain jerseys as a black kid growing up, young black male, and you know that throwback jersey era.
Yeah.
Nigga,
who you
a spur. Like my dad, I don't know where he went, but he hit a lick one trip.
Hey, you a lick.
And he came home, bro, and had
He in a lick.
pulled up. Me and my brother, we sitting there just playing the game. He said, "Hey, pause that game real quick." He had a duffel bag, just bam, jersey.
That's so
We probably had
tough.
like 12, 15 apiece.
Ooh,
I had.
that's so
I
tough.
still got majority of them. Bo Jackson, Walt Frazier, 45 MJ.
The 34
You gotta
goal.
get all that
34
signed.
goal.
33 Michigan State Magic
The
Johnson.
You
Raiders
gotta get all
Bo?
this signed. That's
The Raiders Bo
tough.
Jackson?
No, Auburn Bo Jackson.
Auburn. Oh my
Auburn,
God.
Bo Jackson.
I got
What are
them
you
all.
doing
I got
with
them
the
all. I
jersey?
got them
Never
all.
seen that one.
Got them all.
You got them up.
I got them hung up.
That's tough.
Hey,
That Bo crazy.
so you just said that you didn't get no at the end of the season, right? It's crazy. So he won the championship with the team he beat, the team he lost to in 2009. So you left the Nets and went to the Spurs. Then y'all played the Nets in the
I
championship.
fried their ass too. Fried their ass. I definitely fried their ass from game 1 on. Well, no, I had a bad game 3, but I fried their ass.
That was your course, though. That was both of y'all.
That's how it worked. That's how it worked. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, you know, I should have been over there. You know what I'm saying? Balling. We put J Kidd coming over there. No shout out to, no knock to Steph, but J Kidd coming over there. Shit, I would have been live.
That shit got nasty when Jake. That shit kills
odds
out there
of
though.
Yeah.
That shit got live.
Get cut and then win a
And then
championship.
go
Yeah,
win a
it
team.
felt good. It felt good.
But
It felt
bro,
good.
I'm just it's so crazy to me. Like, when I was in Orlando, it was years where I was trying to ask them to get you to come to Orlando. Like, why is it that teams did not want you to be on the team? Like, I didn't understand it. Like,
Well, you know, it was for me, it was the whole Indiana situation. So it's definitely the brawl. I mean, they don't want teammates that loyal. You know what I'm saying?
But that's been crazy though.
But to be honest, they don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
Indiana against
and this is what I break it down to you, Lou, because a lot of people don't understand it. You say you watch the brawl.
man, like this.
If I was just on some dumb shit, like before that brawl happened, I never been in a fight in an NBA game. Never been in a fight. My whole career, I never been in a fight in an NBA game. That was the only incident I had. If I was just on some nigga shit, I went up 5 rows past and to grab Ron. If I was just, I could have hit somebody in the first 5 rows. I ran 5 rows up and didn't touch nobody, bro. If I was on some dumb shit. When I got to Ron, if y'all know the tape, another bill was thrown in his face, and that's the dude I hit. You know what I'm saying?
You hit him.
So I'm doing what if I'm with y'all any other place y'all would expect me to do. I wasn't on no dumb shit.
This is why I was like, he got to come to the team.
Bro,
get him on the team right now.
And I shouldn't have been suspended all that time for defending my teammate. We at work. They throwing shit at us. You know what I'm saying?
That's like you get in the locker, like probably like training camp, right? Or first day, they be like, "Hey, brothers keeper." All that shit.
But no, and you as a kid,
same
they
thing.
teach you that one fight we all fight.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So that was my mentality. So that ended up hurting me. Like I said, I averaged 6 years. I should have made All-Star games. That shit hurt me that whole time just because I decided to ride with my friend. You know what I'm saying? Now, the next year was my fault. You know what I'm saying? The shootout in Strickland, that was my fault. Because I'm being loyal again. You know what I'm saying? Going to help Jamal Tinsley. That's why I say I go at a different speed than certain people. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that now from that situation. You know what I'm saying? Somebody might be in a situation, they might handle it different. I'm going one way. You know what I'm saying? So I learned from that, and those situations happen back to back. You know what I'm saying? So I had a cloud over me my whole career. This guy's a troublemaker. I never been in trouble after that, but those 2 situations were so big. That was the biggest brawl. And it was a shootout, right? You know what I'm saying?
Like, you gotta explain that Malice and Palace. We got young people that don't know what the hell that is.
Well, it was a big rivalry between Indiana and Detroit. Detroit had just won the championship. It was a big rivalry. This is my first year on the team.
Got good.
This is my first year on the team.
That team up.
You know what I'm saying? When I got here, it's popping now. You know, they already had Ron, J.O., Reggie, had everybody already.
Him.
So when I show up, you know what I'm saying? Reggie basically told him he was on his way out, so we need to bring somebody in that can hold it down. So I come in, you know what I'm saying? So this is our first game of the season. It's a big TV game.
I know.
Detroit had, like I said, was defending champions. They know it's our year. You know what I'm saying? So we busting their ass.
You gotta tell them when the first game happened, how they do this. Was it the ceremony that night? The ring ceremony? For the championship?
For the Detroit?
For Detroit?
Because it was in Detroit. So they probably got their ring.
That might have been. That might have been ring night. Don't make me lie. I don't remember if it was actually ring night. But what I do remember is, shout out to Ben Wallace. Ben Wallace didn't almost play that day because he had lost a family member. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. But he showed up anyway. You know what I'm saying? So the rivalry was there already. So I'm coming into a rivalry that I know nothing about. Chauncey, my partner, Rip, my partner. We was class of '96, me and Kobe. We played together at the McDonald's game. That's my people. So I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I hoop against everybody. And I don't fuck with everybody, but you know, these are my people. Coming into this rivalry, I'm not knowing as soon as the game start, the way these niggas talking, nah, it's bad blood. Yeah. Like, it ain't. So, you know, I'm on this side. Fuck everybody, you know what I'm saying? This what it is? This is what it is. We end up busting their ass. It's a big game because, you know, we the 2 top teams in the Eastern Conference. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We blowing them out.
They kept y'all in.
Huh?
They kept y'all in to keep going.
Yeah.
It was like a statement.
No, exactly. A statement game. Rick, you know what I'm saying? You're exactly right. And it's like 45 seconds left. So this is another level of the rivalry I didn't know. So Ron is I'm at the free throw line, shooting the free throw. Jamal Tinsley walks up to Ron and says, "You can get your foul back now. We up 15. Game over." So I'm like,
that shit was really over.
So look, I turned around, I'm like, man, why you tell this nigga that? Man, out of all people. You know what I'm saying? Why would you tell him that?
said, yeah. He turned him up. He put that battery pack on him.
So I'm not thinking, I'm like, why would you tell him that? So I'm not thinking he really gonna do something stupid, right? So look, this how I'm on game, Lou. Make the free throw. I run back and I guard Ben. Just in case some dumb shit about to go down. You know what I'm saying? I guard Ben, bro. Clock running. They throw the ball to Ben. I'm not really playing no defense. Let him go and score the left. Clock running. We finna get out of here. Ron comes from out of nowhere. Boom! Top roll.
That was Ron Artest, not Metal World Peace.
Hey, man, I'm like, man, hey. And when he did that, Ben came back and pushed his head off. And one thing led to another, bro.
It's
We got the
over
pushing. The
with.
fans start throwing beers. Ron lays on the table because that's what his
That
therapist
nigga-
told him at
that
the
nigga
time.
said what? I think he said count to 10. This nigga
He put
counted
the
to 10.
headphones on. You know what I'm saying? Hey, did you notice? None of us thought that was weird.
the meta.
We knew that's what his therapist told him. Put the headphones on. Just
That's
try to
the
go
real
to another place.
Oh, his
my nigga.
therapist told him to do that. He good. He
That's
ain't
the
tripping.
Hey, look, man. That's one of the smartest niggas I know, though.
I can
That's
see
a
that
fact.
though.
Bro, he's one of the
We
smartest
just
people you
met
can
him.
ever meet, bro.
He is.
He
Nah, I can
he
see
know
that.
That was my
everything he
team.
doing
That was my
before he do
teammate.
it.
That was
bro.
my teammate
Trust
with
me,
the
dog.
Lakers.
He seem like everything is calculated.
Very, bro. I'm telling you, he's a very smart dude, bro. But that's how all that shit went down, dog. And you know what I'm saying?
Damn.
The referees did a poor job. If they would have just got the people who was involved in the pushing thrown out the court, the game would have went on. But it was so many hood niggas on both teams. They had no control.
It was no control.
They had no control,
and,
bro.
It was one guy on y'all team, Jones,
Fred Jones.
Fred Jones.
That was Ben Wallace's brother.
Somebody in the stands.
Ben Wallace's brother caught him with like a 7-piece.
Oh yeah, somebody in the stands.
You
was
ain't never ordered a
mopping
7-piece,
him.
huh? You ain't
He
never
was
ordered a 7-piece from no one, huh?
Never ordered a 7. Maybe 3.
I don't know no restaurant
You gotta
that
watch
ordered.
the
Maybe
video.
3.
He got served a
No,
7-piece
he
that
was
day in the
popping.
audience.
I felt bad. I said, "Oh, somebody got
It
to
was
help
somebody
him."
he trying to get. He don't know where it's coming from.
Yeah, he was pop. I said, "Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
brother.
oh,
Yeah,
oh.
brother. That was bad. That was bad.
But like you say though, that security, the refs, I feel like when it came to securing shit, motherfucker was like, "Hey man, I ain't
No,
paid
they
enough for
trying
this."
to get out the way.
Jermaine O'Neal turned
Ain't
around to
paying
one of them. Let me go. That nigga say,
But Jermaine O'Neal,
"Hey, back hold up, bro."
Hey,
Back
Jermaine
hold
O'Neal
up.
He didn't slip. The dude neck would have fell off.
Bro,
Or
and
his
he's
head
just
fell off his neck.
and they still carried him out on the stretcher.
They did. The
Yeah,
dude.
they carried him out on the stretcher.
It looked
just
like he
the
got
win,
up. It
the
looked like
win
he
off
got
that
up.
motherfucker would have knocked somebody out.
It looked like he had got up.
Look. See, look. I'm all the way up there. Look,
Yeah,
I
you
ran
come,
past
you going to
everybody.
get him,
Ran past
and
everybody.
you ain't hit nobody.
Oh,
Now they didn't show
Lord.
as soon as he threw the bill. Now, that's
that's
on the
that-
ground
that's-
right there.
yeah.
That's when somebody threw a chair and J.O. caught that bitch mid-air. I'm like, what the fuck? That nigga caught that bitch one hand too. I'm like, yeah, boy, it's bad in here.
But look at the green, look at the picture. Bro, I remember
I
this
think
was
that
I
might
had a
have
Fatback TV.
No, that was the end of the season.
Look, that's when the beer go. They threw the beer. He go. That's what's a dope. It's a picture where they show all of us going, nigga. That was hard. The whole team rode.
Oh, that's crazy.
That was
Look, watch another
November
beer
the
go.
19th.
Watch beer, another beer, and that's when I
Yep.
punched
Yeah.
over Dwight.
Damn.
I think that was my first year in the league too. It was
2004.
2004.
Damn.
That's when Detroit was
Let me get my
crazy.
money
but
back,
Indiana, Indiana
Let me get
was.
the bread back for that, man. Y'all see, I wasn't in the wrong. I was defending myself.
Yeah,
So I got a question about that. Just in general, can being too loyal cost you?
I've been loyal to a fault a lot, and that's why I don't put myself in a situation. I learned not to put myself in situations where I have to be loyal to a fault.
So how can you handle it? Because like we've been, like being solid is like you always want to be loyal, but then it's like it be coming with too many prices.
Yeah.
Like I feel like you was being so loyal in this, and you was right. Everybody, me growing up watching this, I know Lou the same thing. Moo just saying this now because he wasn't even, he was swimming back then.
I wasn't swimming that.
He was trying to get him above water. But no, like this right here, you was really doing what you supposed to do. Everybody see that. But then now, after this situation, it was like, oh, we can't have him on our team because, so it's like, I feel like it's hard to be loyal. Well, not hard to be loyal, but it's hard to want to be so loyal to everybody because then it feel like you the one get in trouble for it.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, I would rather be that loyal than not be it at all. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm reaping the benefits today off the relationships I have with the people I meet. When they come up to me, they know I'm solid because of those type of situations. It's like, you know, I look at it too like, if that didn't happen, you know, no telling where my career would have went. You know what I'm saying? That didn't happen. You know what I'm saying?
Stack
So like,
real, Stack real. That, you gotta change your name to Stack real. Real niggas wear shade. Look.
look.
But that way they say all press ain't bad press.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
like you say, it's good and bad because it's like, okay, maybe the league had a a tainted image.
And they was trying to change the dress code and all that.
All that shit, man, that lame ass shit. Had niggas pulling up with them big ass cufflinks and shit.
Man, Walkers.
Man, put them tall tees on, man.
Walkers.
Willis and Walker.
Remember Kerry from Charlotte?
Them baggy suits.
Kerry and Kevin Willis.
Kevin Willis.
Yeah.
Then it was what's
Making
the
them
dude
Walkers,
from
man.
LA who used to have a big bag of clothes?
Farouk, cut it out, man. Farouk, you getting the t-shirts, the Walkers, everything in one style. Every color t-shirt, they come with boxes of them
And
bitches.
all the Walkers, all the big tees, all that. That was
You
the
gonna see
style.
a nigga at another team with that same walk on too.
But when the NBA, as a fan, as a kid, when the NBA made that dress code change, I was hurt.
I think I know why they did it though.
Why?
Because they wanted us to get that money up.
No, I think
Everything was to make sure everything we got, we depleted it. So by the time we was done playing, we ain't have Nathaniel.
I think they was trying. It was like for so long. I feel like when you a cultural icon, like everybody don't like that shit.
They don't like that.
And when it take over, some folks just. They get a little stick up their ass.
But that's what we have uniforms.
But they try to stick it. I feel like they try to stick it
got
to AI.
Yeah, but we got uniforms.
They hate to see little white kids coming to school with the
White kids,
the fake tattoos on the sleeve, and the pants sagging.
A GM son probably used to come in the house. Mom, can I get the braids?
Yeah,
I can understand.
You know what I'm
See,
saying?
it's how you look at it.
Motherfucking facts.
It's
I know
facts
it.
though. It's facts, but it's just how
100%.
it's how you look at it though. Like at the same time, Iverson, like, man, you making me change my whole soul. You making me lose myself just to be like how you want me to be. No, I'm not like that.
I'm not doing it.
This is how I dress.
That's not an option.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, they change everybody's whole, you got to dress like this to be in this kind of field. And then now it went from off the court to on the court. The Euro swag went from off the court to now it's more European players on the court. It's the same thing. Like,
But they wearing shorts on the bench now.
Not like the dress
Like
code. What's
real
the dress
shorts, my nigga. Like
Man, they come in
Man,
black,
a see-through.
man, a halter top, dude.
Fishnet. A fishnet jersey.
With the stomach
crazy.
out.
Nigga had a fishnet
With the stomach
Willie
out.
Beeman.
Man, come on, man.
Nigga got a fishnet see-through Willie Beeman jersey on. Nigga some
had a-
Travis Scott's on the sideline.
Nigga had
man.
a spiked dog throat neck chain. Straight up.
Hey,
Man, this
Like
shit
Lou-
crazy.
like Lou said, being a culture icon, being a culture icon, right? You was on that Spurs team. We had Danny Green up here. He said, like, on that Spurs team, they wanted y'all to kind of sacrifice y'all personality and stuff like that,
Is that
being
true?
a part of that team.
Man.
Do you?
So,
Well, I know Danny
I
don't lie.
would say this. They definitely tried to bottom me up. I was from Texas. You know, that was around the sip and serve days and all that. So I was at home. So a lot of things that they seen, they was trying to make me more professional, I would say. You know what I'm saying? And for the most part, I did it because it got me on the court. I ended up being on the championship team. But once I proved that I belonged there, I wasn't changing shit. And that's why I had to get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Once we win the championship with me being me and y'all trying to change me, I'm definitely not changing who I am. And that's why they ended up paying. Me and Ginobili was both up for our contract after we won the championship. I was the third lead scorer on the team. But they ended up paying him and let me go.
You just hit that corner three.
We say a lot of
Waiting
people
on
that
it.
come from
Waiting
the
on
Spurs. And he said a lot of people that come from the Spurs, they end up going
then
to
it took a
teams
while.
and just being a. That's a fact.
It took a while too. I was there. You know what I'm saying? When I was there, they brought me back the second time. And that's why everything went bad with Kawhi. They got me. Me and Kawhi was getting too close. You know, he was hanging around, coming to my crib, and they didn't like that shit because I was putting that ism in him. You know what I'm saying? that real,
that
you know what I'm saying?
game.
Giving him that game. Yeah, I'm giving him the game. I'm giving him the game. Yeah, I'm giving him the game of how this shit go. And they didn't want him to get it. The same game that Steve Smith, Kevin Willis, they gave me when I was in San Antonio. I had all them with me when I
Man,
was
I
in
think
San
that's
Antonio.
why they was getting rid of a lot of the vets,
Vets,
man.
yeah.
It's because the vets was, by the time we got to that stage, we started to understand what's going on with the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even for myself, like, I went through all the levels from being a superstar to just, you know, coming off the bench to being an energy, just a role player, to not playing at all. So, you know, I understand all those different levels. And so now I'm able to give that information back to the youngins. But they like, nah, we got to get you out of here. You woke now. You know what's going on. We got to keep everybody
Cause it's almost like a puppet master.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want it to sound like that, but it's almost like, oh, he know too much shit. Get him
He not
away
Exactly.
from
Yeah,
the first
yeah.
round pick.
Mm-hmm.
He
Yeah.
green still. He's still green. So let's keep him green, and maybe not. Maybe by his 5th year, he may wake up, and by that time, we'll rip our benefit and we can get rid of him.
Yeah.
Type shit. That shit ass.
And that's how they think. A lot of them think like that.
What about you, Lou? Like, I know we had Danny Amendola up here. He was talking about how in football, having non-guaranteed contracts all the time and the fight that come with that, it's a different level of.
Man, that's a different animal.
Man, first of all,
that's
I mean, the sport itself, with one hit, you could die, paralyzed. It can get serious, right?
Yeah.
So it's heavy impact, even with all these rules change and shit like that, and you can't hit above the head or you got to hit low. Now dudes hitting low,
Tearing their knees up.
knees up, bro. It's still pain. You know what I mean? So to your point, especially for myself, bro, the only thing guaranteed in my contract as a rookie was $5,000 as a signing bonus.
Damn.
Now, if you make the team at that time, I think it was like $450,000 before taxes for 17 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you see dudes hold out with their contracts and they oh, he's an asshole, blah, blah. Bro, he's putting his life on the line. That man done dealt with that shitty ass contract. Because even if let's say you go first round, right? Mm-hmm. If you the QB, you go number 1, your guaranteed money might be $30 million now. I don't know. It goes up every year with the CBA or whatever thing they got, right? Mm-hmm. So after that first 10 picks, them guarantees get cut in half. Like you ain't really. If you throw 30th pick in the first round, your guarantee at that time maybe like $5 million, right? After that, shit, you really making the same salary as an undrafted guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, like, I done seen in my 3rd year, second round picks get cut. Like, they was a second round pick. You would think they gonna be on this team for a long time, or they gonna work with them. At least get a second contract.
Even like to your point, I know I looked up this today. The average NBA salary right now is $11 million. The average NFL is $3 million. So then, like, you talk about a signing bonus, that probably gets spent in the first week.
Average NBA check is $11 million now. That's crazy.
The average.
You ain't even see, like, who we was looking at when
That's
Brooke Lopez contract.
Nigga.
He
When
like
you first started.
My best year was probably 11 and a half.
12.
That's for
11 to
your
12.
base salary or
Rookie
like your
contract.
guaranteed?
I'm saying on my contract, my highest year on my
Oh,
contract.
okay, yeah.
It was probably 11, 12.
After not playing and watching how all the game go with football, basketball, all these different sports, I feel like we wasn't made for sports. I feel like our bodies wasn't made to go through what it's going through.
Not to go. Now, I think we built.
I'm saying like our body, we weren't made to be tackling each other like this and hitting each other, or using our body the way it is as far as for basketball. Because when we done playing, a lot of guys have knee replacement surgeries or hip surgery. They can't walk or move no more. Then the football guys, they have CTE. They have problems with their brain, and they mad or whatever it is all the time. That people been killing themselves and stuff like that. I'm just looking at. I feel like us as men, God had us on this earth for such a greater purpose than what the sport is. And I feel like the sport and all this stuff has been a distraction from all the real gifts that we really have. I don't know, it's just something that from playing all this time and listening to people's stories about, like you were saying with football, how many guys have played, and then the injuries that could happen. You just said that one injury, one hit, you could die. One hit, you could break your leg. One fall from trying to dunk, you could die.
Yeah.
Somebody could come up under you, can break your leg, all this stuff. I feel like as much as I love the sport, love basketball and how much it has brought me and stuff like that, just looking at it like maybe it could have distracted us from so many another purpose that God has probably had for us.
I feel okay for y'all, right? You 14. What you said? 14 years in the league.
18, 19, yeah.
Bruh, okay. So, like, just from outside looking in, okay, it's like, shit. I see where you're coming from, but also I'm looking at it like, if you don't take that sacrifice, use that God-given ability, because it's a gift. Like it's you God-given. That shit is God-given. Ain't too many folks coordinated enough to even do half the shit that we can do as athletes, right? So with that gift, then you get blessed with opportunities and money to feed and this, that, and the third. If we, like, me personally, I'm like, shit, I could never be in a cubicle or behind a desk.
Yeah, none of us was meant for, that's what I'm saying, none of us was meant for none of that kind of work, period.
What I'm saying, but for that sacrifice, God willing, we make it on that other side, right?
Right.
And that's the blessing in it, because you make it on the other side. Now we can look back, especially y'all can look back and say, damn, that was some shit. We got through that, right? Now we on the other side. So to your point, you can get that game for your bigger purpose now. Yeah. I think with the gift that we got as athletes or what have you, any sport, it's like cherish it, take care of the body, you know what I mean, and everything like that, and get to that other side to give it back, and just pray that God willing you can get to the other side without the crazy injuries or losing your mind and stuff like that, because with it comes pressure. So.
Yeah, and that's why I was saying you have to look at it from different angles, and you are correct in that side of, we had to make that sacrifice, but that's the stuff that we're sacrificing, like him playing 14 years and me playing 18 years. This is sacrifice away from everything else in our life, because we got to dedicate all this time for basketball. So if I'm in my prime years or whatever it may be, I'm dedicating my whole day for basketball and rehab. It's hardly no time for nothing else in my life. So how could I pay attention to my finances? How could I pay attention to, every other aspect of my life if the only thing that I could see and really focus on is this basketball? So what I was saying was it could be a distraction in that way, because we're not seeing the other things that come along with life and everything like that, because we so locked in on trying to be the greatest or trying to be the best teammate or the best this, that, and the third. Everybody, and then the guys who are trying to make it to the league, their whole mindset is, I got to make it to the league. This all I see is the NBA. They don't have no plan B, C, none of that stuff. You see what I'm saying? So I believe even with football, only a certain amount of people can be drafted. Basketball, a certain amount of people can be drafted. Only a certain amount of people can be picked in any aspect of life that they want to be at the top. So I just see it like, I feel like it's a distraction from everybody's true sole purpose of why we're here. But you are factually saying things that are right, because we had to make that sacrifice to get out so we can see it. You see what I'm saying? Now we see the other side of it, because we made it out alive.
Yeah,
we made it through.
Jaylen Brown just said something like, you can't just be focused solely on that. You got to be thinking about how you're going to build in all aspects of your life.
Yeah, but how would somebody know that if they never seen it? If that when we was coming up, all of us, even we were so one-track minded on, I got to make it to the league. I'm hooping every day so I can make it to the league. We don't see that we need financial literacy. We don't see that we need we don't need to have all these agents. We can figure out how to do all this stuff on our own if we just take the time out. But again, all this time is spent on this one thing. So after Jaylen Brown, he done made it to the top. He done made it out. Now he can actually see. Like we just said in the beginning of the show, put your mask on first. Save yourself. That's what we saying. Like, it could be a distraction. Everybody got to save themselves first. They got to get all the aspects of their life in order so that they can move forward. So I was just saying that, look, it can be a distraction in that other area, whether it be the music industry, whether it be sports industry, whatever industry it is. I feel like it could be distracting us or keeping us from our purpose.
I will say, like, I haven't seen it. I don't know about the NBA because I ain't in those rooms like that. But like with the NFL and now with my content and shit, right? They bringing me in rooms to like give game to rookies coming in to show them, to tell them like, And I'm giving them from my point of view. I'm like, bro, if I knew what I knew now as a rookie, shit, even it's downtime. Even when you playing ball, you had downtime.
Yeah.
I would have been
Took
started
that downtime,
getting video or vlogging or this, that, and the third, or you know what I'm saying, streaming or showing my personality. So I'm like, look, man, y'all got a way better jump than me because now y'all can see the Kai Cenats and Mr. Beast, all these, Drewskis and or Louis Young, and you see these guys and you like, oh man, I could be me. Okay, because especially with ball, that shit gets stressful. You need a little outlet.
You need an outlet.
You see what I'm saying? So you can, still handle your business, and be able to kind of like balance that shit off. I think with the examples now, and then they'll see Dwight Howard with his own show, Stevie Jackson, Matt Barnes, like seeing y'all at these events, then they look at their phones like, oh man, OG just gave us some game with
him. Yeah.
But it's like, it's feeling that mind, and then with the NILs and all that shit, it's just way more opportunity for the people coming up to be authentically themselves.
So you going into skits and doing comedy, etc. What was your inspirations?
Really, like
You just naturally a fool.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much like I say, since my homeboy Ben Hazel, that's my nigga, like my brother. We know each other since we was 8. His dad, the AAU basketball, we'd be traveling everywhere. My dad would be like, hey, he dropped me off of there because I was blessed to have like a little league coach that had family environment. They were married. Like I come from, everybody got baby mamas and baby daddies. So I know what a good house looked like. Yeah. So he was like, man, y'all got him, take care of him. This is how much you need, whatever. And I got to see that, but they had all this access, this big ass house. I used to be in the basement impersonating, I was like impersonating Bill Clinton about Monica Lewinsky. And like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then like, but I'm making, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just joking around with my teammates. His dad or his mom would like sneak around and then like she'd be laughing and they would make me do it like on the road and stuff. So I always told him, I was like, man, I'm gonna play ball and I'm gonna be on TV.
That's tough.
So now with this, it's like, shit, this is right up my alley. And then my dad used to always want me to watch these fucking VHS, like Pete Maravich tapes and shit, and dribbling and like, I would watch it, and then like, so we go from basketball, then I would watch Nick Saban talking to DBs, right? Like, cause that's how I always knew Nick Saban wasn't just a head coach, he was a DB specialist. Yeah. So I used to watch this shit. Running backs, I played running back and all this shit, and I sneak. And he had another collection of like comedy videos. So it'd be like Red Fox, Bill Cosby, Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor. And I used to look, and I throw it in there. And then every once in a while I get caught, and he'd be like, man, I tell you to put this shit in, woo, take it out, you know what I'm saying? But then we get in the car. After a good game, I might impersonate something I saw in the video. We start laughing. From then on, it was always my mom. My mom, we watched Saturday Night Live all night, Mad TV.
Where you from? What city?
DC. So like,
Lethal Shooter, bro.
My mom from Newark.
Newark, New Jersey. Look.
Yeah.
Man, oh my God, Jersey.
That's where the gentleman come from, though.
Jersey, stand up.
So they got Big 3. I'm coach of the DMV team.
For real?
Oh, that's
we need
good.
to do some recruiting.
Yeah.
So we need to do some recruiting. We got somebody right to the level that we need to recruit.
Hey man,
What's up?
join the squad, man.
I'm on the team.
For real?
Yeah, I'm
You on the
sorry.
team already?
Yeah, I'm on the team. I'm about to start a ride.
Look, man, because I ain't never been to a.
God.
You like that? I'ma start a ride. I'ma start a ride.
Where they gonna be playing at?
I don't know where the game's at, but our team is the DMV team.
Man, look,
We got the most championships, by the way. We
No,
got
Hey, y'all got a Newark guy on y'all team.
I ain't never been to
Shout out Isaiah
I ain't never been to a
Briscoe.
Big 3
Hey,
game,
Earl Clark.
but I want to go to some Big 3 games.
Shout
That
out
shit
to
look
Q.
lit.
You gotta come this year. You gotta come this year. It's
gonna
finna be
be
crazy.
crazy. He coming this year. Montrez coming this year. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. Ooh,
You
Lord.
can't mention the damn impersonation.
And
You gotta
not
do
eat, man.
impersonation.
I bet.
That
Okay.
makes sense though.
Yeah.
What's that?
So you know how to do Shaq impersonation?
Shaq, I ain't never tried it. What is it?
Hey,
What
man,
is it?
straight up and talk to my
Is that how does Shaq tell you? Like,
hey, I got Lou Young and Stak Jack on them, so I make them in Charles Barkley.
Dwight Howard. How does that nigga Shaq talk? He's like, because I just saw him like, he's like, all right, Shaq, are you going to go walk Dwight out? Of course I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. That's my guy. But my guy to really do is like Magic Johnson.
Do Magic Johnson.
Like, if I'm talking about Lakers, like Shaq is cool. The big Aristotle.
Yeah.
Can you dig it? All that bullshit. But like, Kobe said, Kobe, how's my ass taste? But, R.I.P. Kobe. But I would say, like Magic, I like how Magic tells stories.
Do Magic and
So he just kind of, when he's, like, you know, the Olympics, and he was just like,
He told it on our show.
yeah, that's where I really, cause he,
Yeah.
and he's like, so we going at it, right? And Christian Laettner, he's a young guy. You can have him. We don't want him, right? So Clyde Drexler comes down. Fade away. You ain't nothing, Michael. You ain't nothing. I said, Charles, you better get him back. You better get him back. Charles Barkley comes down. Scott Hook, dunk. You ain't nothing, you ain't nothing, Clyde. So then I come down. But like, the funniest part about that is like, obviously Magic is a legend, right?
Yeah.
But like, as they telling his story and he's giving these clips, everybody else got a nice clip, like a little fadeaway, maybe a dunk, layup. Man, Magic came down there. Nigga missed the layup and everything. He said, and they called timeout. He said, don't you cheat me. Don't you cheat me. But but yeah, I mean, like I said, I used to just impersonate my teammates and coaches. My rookie year, like if y'all had a rookie talent show, maybe, no?
Something like that.
Y'all rookies?
Didn't make the rookies dance, but I had Kenyon Martin, so we didn't do nothing.
Oh,
He made sure we didn't do nothing.
God bless
no
y'all.
bags, no nothing.
My rookie year, I'm on 4 different teams. So I did my rookie. I was undrafted to Denver.
4 talent shows.
Yes. So Denver was, you go all training camp. I'm thinking I'm gonna make the team. Got my locker and everything. Call my mom. I'm like, Mom, I'm gonna be able to give some money to the rent and everything. I was like, Man, the next day, it was like a ghost town. I'm like, something don't feel right. Agent called me. He said, Lou, just calm down. As soon as he said that, the nigga came and said, Lou, like the Grim Reaper, took me up. Look, man, when I tell you, from that day on, I knew how to laugh in my pain. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, cool. I tore everything up and everything, whatever. They said I couldn't do that no more. I did my talent show. I'm thinking that's it. I go to Baltimore. Steve Smith Sr. makes me do the talent show. Say, young guy, don't do something for us. Like, what? He said, hey, cuz, don't do something for us.
You gonna do something for
I
us.
said, all right, cool. This is Steve Smith.
That's just how you talk.
If you know Steve Smith, Steve Smith done dislocated a nigga jaw before. Yeah. And I'm a rookie, so I was like, at one time, so we going back and forth at it. And I'm, we one-on-ones, so I'm getting some smoke from Steve Smith. He making plays, I'm making some plays. One day I made too many plays, and I could feel like but I was feeling good. He said, you leave your arm in there again, son, I'm gonna break it. So I was like, man, fuck that, man, we playing ball. And I realized this is Steve Smith. So he came in the locker room. Afterwards, just me and him, he had a 3-piece suit on. I said, look, man, if this nigga try me, I'm gonna just swing this helmet. That's it. And he walked up on me, he said, hey, man, I like that. So from then on, I can text or call Steve Smith now.
That's tough.
Like,
that's
that's
tough.
my homie. Mm-hmm. Then from there, I go to Carolina, where he used to be at. Mm-hmm. Another fucking talent show. Oh, no, Jacksonville, talent show, then Carolina, talent show.
So you had to do a whole talent show. How many players are there when you have to do the talent show?
Everybody, like the Carolina one, you'd have thought it, like, I was just, what's the, yeah, like, go and dance for us, son.
Go and dance.
You know what I mean? I was like, man, bro, another show? I'm not getting paid enough for this. But those experiences now that when I got to be on the spot or go like, hey, Lou, get up, let's do something. Boom.
Translates.
Ain't no pressure. I done been in front of crowds. I done been in front of certain folks that you don't want to piss off and still do my thing. And then like oh shit, see?
What's that?
That's
the coach prom.
that shit was not playing. I was going there just to show love to Coach Prime.
That's crazy.
And they actually, I remember they actually go up there and introduce him.
Yeah.
But that goes to show, dog, what you do for free, God gonna bless you with it. We played basketball as a youngster our whole life for free just to get
God
to the NBA.
blessed us with it,
The reason why I'm saying that because I didn't know you've been doing that since you was a youngster.
8.
You've been doing it for free your whole life, and look how God bless you for doing the same thing, bro. So whatever you do for free, and if you do it for free and love it, God gonna bless you for it, dog.
Do it with your whole heart. You always get blessed in the end.
And it's my
You
gift.
Stay loyal.
You know what I'm saying? And then it's like
natural
gift, and I'm serving folks. And I had people hit me up like they on the deathbed with their mom. They watching my video to get through that time. Bro, do you know, like, but folks don't know that. I be having to do that for myself.
Yeah.
When I had to bury my godmother or deal with my brother getting killed. So, you know, it play hand in hand. So if I could serve with my talent God bless me with, I know He's gonna get me right.
I got 2 questions for you. What's been your favorite skit? You probably don't got a favorite. You probably done did so much. But have you ever posted a skit and had to delete it or something because you went?
Man, I'm pretty sure. Too many.
Man, look. Well, I can't.
It was one recent that you did recent. I thought you was gonna have to take down.
I know what you're talking about. What you talking about?
Wait.
Which one you talking about?
Hold on. What's it?
Talking about the Muslim?
Look, he stepped up.
Whoa, no, not that one.
Don't
it was
say
another
it.
one.
He over there like, don't say it.
It was somebody
PR.
famous who you.
PR.
I can't remember. It was recent though, Lou. It was recent, and it was close. It was close. I'm like, ooh, Lou, you playing with 5'9". It might have been there.
Might have been because
It was recent.
So
that one.
it was it the Farrakhan?
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I had to switch. I switched the caption,
Yeah.
but my boy was blowing that phone up, man. I said, man, I ain't steal no bean pies or nothing, man. What the hell y'all want from me, dude? You know what I mean? My brother. But man, and I knew it was serious because somebody called my daddy, bro. Mind you, my mother is Muslim.
Oh, your mother's Muslim.
Yeah, devout Muslim. My stepfather's Muslim. So like I know my uncles are like in the nation back home. So I know how they get down my whole life. My dad pulled up on me. He said, man, let that be the last one. He said, that was cool, but I was like, all right, cool, whatever. I listened to my pops. So I'm like, cool. But my favorite, speaking of my pop, my favorite skit is probably when I'm impersonating my dad. Just a little like anything.
That's tough.
I got my favorite. I watch that shit all the time. The way you make it. The way you make
that
it.
cocaine
man, the lockjaw, man. That shit was hilarious.
But he was on that booger shit.
Man, he was on it hard too. He was on it hard.
Where you standing? What you need is love. A man to take over. Tomato, Casamigallo.
Looking for
That boy couldn't help it, man.
Boy, that boy's stupid.
We pulling up these.
Y'all gotta go watch that one.
We gotta pull up all these skits. We got a question. What do you think is harder, going to an NFL player playing in the NBA, or NFL an NBA player playing in the NFL?
What's harder is a NFL player playing in the NBA because
Really?
Oh shit! You the first football?
the NFL. No. Hold on. NFL.
He had it right.
NBA. Yeah, NBA
No,
player
NFL.
or a basketball player. Not every position, but like look at like Jimmy Graham, Antonio Gates.
Yeah.
Those
They
like
did
power
it.
forwards.
They did it.
Could
Yeah.
go. That transition could be smooth.
You right.
To
But like
football?
to football, but like a point guard, like certain
Russell
bodies,
Westbrook.
they ain't gonna really have that good transition.
Yeah.
And an NFL player, no matter what position, maybe a DB could have a good transition because he's scrappy and stuff like that. Like, but if you play against some of these NFL players in basketball, like open gym and off season, these don't have no finesse. It's all hack and
It's all brute.
Yeah,
It's all brute.
Me, like,
right.
I speak on this,
right.
like, and you'd be surprised at who be having the best game, like, from NFL players. It don't be a lot of the skill positions. Like, I'm blessed to say that I'm one of the top NFL
Jalen
players
Ramsey can hoop.
to really hoop. That can hoop it.
You
Like,
say
for
you
real.
one of the top.
Jalen Ramsey
Yeah,
can hoop.
Jalen Ramsey can hoop. Like
Jalen
Travis
Ramsey
Hunter
can
can
hoop.
hoop. But a lot of big guys. Like we had a dude on our team. He was a Pro Bowl, like K1 Short, big motherfucker in Carolina.
He can hoop.
Get busy.
Defensive
extra
end for
plug.
Cleveland. That's
Yeah.
got traded.
He can hoop. So it's harder. So it's harder for NFL players to go to the NBA.
Not Miles
Miles Garrett.
No,
Because he
Miles
right
Garrett can't
though.
hoop.
Miles Garrett got game.
Miles Garrett
It's
can
a
hoop.
skill-based.
Miles Garrett
I
got
think he
game.
Garrett
right.
can
I
hoop.
think he
Miles
he
Garrett
right.
Like
got
T.O. could hoop.
Yeah, T.O. can hoop.
T.O. can hoop, but I don't think he would.
Bud Crawford can hoop. Boxing, he can hoop.
Well, T.O. might. T.O. could.
Like if he
If
polish
he-
his game, is what I'm saying.
Can he play in the league?
I give him G League, D League.
No, I don't think he.
So what
no,
was-
it's different.
So
Now I'm saying, but at his time,
At his
maybe.
time, I don't know.
So that argument where they said they could take 25 NBA players and put them in the NFL, you
That
agree
can't
with
happen.
That can't happen.
Okay.
Them niggas, a lot of them niggas soft. They can't deal with that for sure. They be crying out there.
That's
Not-
why
not
I'm saying
hardwood.
it's maybe a select few of maybe power forwards.
Them hits is.
LeBron could play.
LeBron could
could
definitely
He
play
was already.
because he played
What's
football.
that other guy? Anthony Edwards.
Anthony
he
Edwards
played three
could play.
sports. He
See,
played
but I don't know.
baseball, too.
But I'm just saying, I'm saying, oh, this. Let me give the
But you talking about
respect,
the level.
the respect that's due to football players. All them niggas play high school basketball. I mean, high school football. College is a whole nother level, and
That is
NFL is
true.
a
It's
whole
a
nother
whole
level of the
nother
game. Them
level.
niggas couldn't have dealt with that, bro.
Just like
they
we
barely
talking
made it through
about.
high school football. I'm
Just
sorry,
like we
bro.
Just
Y'all
like we
could-
talking about.
Because college football is brutal.
Man, that's a different level, man. Like
yeah.
everybody play high school basketball. That's just like playing little league your whole life. You know what I'm saying? You play when you get to a certain level. But that college shit and the NFL shit, 99.9 of the niggas that played in the NBA cannot take that, bro.
Take the
That physicality.
punishment too.
Can't take that, bro.
Put it like this. I put it like this. This was my response when the argument happened. I said, okay, you give me a bunch of NBA players. Let me put them niggas through 1 week of training camp. I guarantee you they leave. Cause by that third day or that 2-a-day hit, even as football dude, man, god damn.
The niggas be crying about running suicides in
I
the
think
gym.
it's both.
Okay.
Imagine
I
outside.
okay.
I think it'll be
with equipment
it'll be
on
for
and
both
90 degree
I'm
heat.
telling you, bro. I'm a basketball player, and I just know us. A lot of them niggas just talking because they played flag football in the last couple. They played flag football in the last couple 3 years.
Couple celebrity
and
games
caught
and
a touchdown.
shit.
Yeah.
but-
I can play in the league. Nah, nigga, it ain't that.
But
It
I
ain't that.
got to correct because Anthony Edwards started off as a football star before basketball. He switched to basketball.
But I'm gonna tell you, like, a lot of these football players been playing football their whole life, just like we did basketball to be this good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't too many people like Deion Sanders that's gonna be good in two sports like that.
Facts.
There's very few people like that. And when have you seen an NFL and an NBA player that have great careers in both?
Never.
It's a reason. It's a reason why
Yeah.
it never happened.
No, you can't. That'll be tough.
That's
It
facts.
ain't
though.
happening.
It is what it is.
Nah, I was thinking like they hoop, but they ain't no players.
For what?
Nah, it ain't no players who play basketball that really play football.
Like
that.
if you look at the game, okay, let's just look at who in the league
Julius
right now.
Peppers was cold.
Oh, yes.
But he was better in basketball. I mean, football. He
Yes.
spent more time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He probably could have played both. But
Yeah.
it's hard to do that. It's hard to be great at two of those things when you got great players in both, bro. It sounds easy, but it's not that easy,
It
dog.
sound
Like you
good.
say, he played at UNC.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's not that easy,
Yeah.
bro.
It sound good. Well, y'all just got finished watching the greatest podcast ever, Above the Rim with Dwight Howard.
Shout out to the Hall of Famer.
Yes, sir. Shout out To the Hall of Fame, man. Thank y'all for putting me in the Hall of Fame. All the staff and everyone from the basketball Naismith Hall of Fame, man. It is a great honor. When I got the call, I literally fell to my knees thanking God for blessing me with 18 years of wonderful basketball. I could not believe that I had got that call so early in my life. I haven't necessarily fully stepped away from the game, and to be able to get that call, it's a real honor and a blessing. So grateful, all the hard work and the effort and energy that I put into basketball. It's like I went to heaven. It's like I got that call from Jesus, and Jesus saying, hey man, your name is in the book, the Lamb Book of Life. It's like my name has been etched in stone for history. When it comes to basketball, it's a dream and it's an honor, and I'm so grateful and thankful for that.
And KG just texted me, said he gonna walk you out too.
Yes,
I said that a little bit earlier today.
I was talking about Shaq and KG.
I talked to Rodman,
and now Dennis Rodman, Kareem, and Hakeem. Some of my favorite players. My favorite player all time was Wilt Chamberlain, but he is no longer here. But just it is an honor to be walked in by some of the players that I have as jerseys. I grew up watching, I grew up idolizing. To now be sitting in rooms with them, to now be on the hall with them is an unbelievable honor, and all glory and praise goes to God, the Most High. Thank you guys for joining the show. We want to end on a great note. This is the greatest podcast ever, where we hear no evil, see no evil, and speak no evil. Above the Rim. We'll see y'all next time. Peace and love and happiness to all y'all.